Today, we're doing an Atlanta Falcons rebuild. We do have some things we have to get out of the way first. We are going to start Marcus Mariota. I know we have Desmond Ridder. I think we'll start Desmond Ridder after next year. Hopefully the computer doesn't just take it over like they seem to do in every single rebuild I do. They did it last week where they brought in Russell Wilson. Not last week, the other day. They brought in Russell Wilson for no reason whatsoever. But I love Cordell Patterson. I love Drake London, who I put up to superstar development. Other than that, we don't really have much for receivers. We have Kyle Pitts at tight end. Offensive line's not that great. Now, the first thing I do want to do, though, and it's going to hurt, we're going to trade away Deion Jones. A lot of rumors he's going to get traded before the season starts, so we'll get it out of the way. And other than that, on defense, we do have Richie Grant, who I like. We have A.J. Terrell, Grady Jarrett, Rashawn Evans. We just have a lot of work to do, I guess is the best way to put it. We do have Casey Hayward as the number one guy. We have Isaiah Oliver. We have Sheffield. A 2-7 from Tennessee is good. 2 from Seattle. I feel like trading him to Seattle for just the 2, the Cowboys, the Colts. I think we'll go to a contender. And I think the Colts doesn't really make sense. So Cowboys or Tennessee. And I think we're just going to ship him to Tennessee. Send him on out. So he went 5-12. Panthers went 13-4, which is very realistic. Buccaneers 11-6. The Saints 7-10. Take a look at the playoff picture. Colts first round bye, so maybe I should have traded them there. Tennessee nowhere to be found, so that's good. Okay, so Desmond Ridder started anyways, and now we definitely have to play him. Oop, what happened? Why am I on the football team? 4,700 yards, 30-18. We'll take that any day of the week. Rushing, Patterson 622, 3 touchdowns. 10 for Damian Williams. Receiving, Tate, 1,200 yards with 10 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts, 102, 1,000 with 4. Of course, that's just simulation in the playbook. Drake London, 955 touchdowns. Ooh, Damiere Byrd with 8, 932. So I do think we're actually good for weapons, even though I was saying otherwise a little bit earlier on. Evans, 133 for tackles is great. Troy Anderson, 116. I must be a rookie. It is. Lorenzo Carter, 9.5 sacks. Don't know about that. Jarrett, 6.5. Ibiki? 5? I know I'm not saying that right. Interceptions, 3 for Evans. He could have a case for a defensive player of the year. A defensive touchdown as well. Definitely not winning it, but maybe being in the top 10. Be pretty nice. Brady MVP. Jonathan Taylor, Lamar. Kenny Pickett's up there for some reason. Coach of the year, Matt Rule. NFC offensive player. I can't imagine. No. Defensive player. Am I wrong? Really? Like, what did Dante Hightower do? I do want to look at that. What did he do that Evans didn't do? Justin Fields, offensive rookie. Of course, this is going to be all kinds of messed up. Not a big deal, though. We have 3 players up there. Defensive player. Yep, number 5. Okay, we have to go to the football team. Start Troy Anderson. Wasn't he starting? Hightower had less tackles. 1 more interception. I don't remember the sack totals for Evans. It had to be more than 2. He had a fumble recovery. I don't even know. Did they favor that? So Ritter's up to a 73. London's up to an 80. Pitts 92 with X Factor, which we knew already. Anderson 73. Evans 86. So what I really want to work on, outside linebackers, even though Carter and Beketai, don't know how to say that, didn't do that bad. Maybe a defensive tackle. Normally I just go for a quarterback. So maybe we work in the offensive line and try to find another weapon for Desmond Ridder. The Bengals got it done this year, beating the Packers 35-24. Joe Burrow, Super Bowl MVP. Something realistic for once, which is nice. Evans, we're going to bring back. Auden Tate up the star. I think we'll also bring back Lorenzo Carter's up the star. Damiere Byrd didn't play that bad, but I don't think we need it. Let's go. We should have a ton of money. $112 million after getting rid of that Matt Ryan contract. Ship it out the door. I am intrigued to see how he does in Indianapolis. I don't think it'll be that bad, even though he doesn't have a ton of weapons. But Matt Ryan always seems to do well in a dome, and obviously in Indianapolis, you got the dome. Come on, bring back Lorenzo Carter. There we go. And then Isaiah Oliver. I mean, that's a very cheap deal for 3 years. If he'll take that, that's good. And that still leaves us with about $90 million to spend. Akeem Hicks, Odell Beckham. Of course, year one's going to be all kinds of messed up because it's a year in the future, which Just comes with the territory. Added to the team with hidden development and 93 strength. Looks spectacular. I know we just took an offensive lineman, but we're just going to try to bolster the offensive line for Desmond Ridder. So let's take Calvin Ricard. Normal development, but 86 strength I do not think is bad. His pass block isn't great. I get that, but everything else seems spectacular, so that's why I wanted to take him. What do we got? Colbert 73, Ricard 73. The main's not good. Swift isn't good. The computer drafted a defensive tackle, Stark, 76 overall. That's kind of a home run late in the draft. We definitely want Colbert starting, so Jalen Mayfield, get out of here. All right, so we're 79 overall. We are in a tough division, even though Brady's going to leave eventually. I actually like this a lot. Obviously, we're not going to go from worst to best right away. We did not make the playoffs. We were 8-9. The Saints 9-8, the Buccaneers 9-8, and the Panthers 9-8. Very, very interesting. Ridder, not bad. 4,800 yards, 35-11. We're not going to have to draft a quarterback in this rebuild, and that is huge. Because why does it keep bringing me there? Because now we don't have to worry about that, and we could draft other places. Patterson's not really doing anything for our team right now. 900 yards, 2 touchdowns. 10 for Ollison. Okay. London, 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns. Pitts, 1,200 yards, 13 and 115 catches. Tate, 958 with 4. Hinton with 7. Isn't that the guy that played quarterback for the Broncos? I'm pretty sure. Evans, 119 tackles. 9 sacks for Carter, 7.5 for Jarrett. Where is the rookie Starks with 1? It's not fantastic. Richie Grant, 3 interceptions. Love that. Evans, 2. Oliver, 2. Terrell, 2. Hayward, 2. Patrick Mahomes, MVP. Kamara's up there. Desmond Ridder at 7. So we are moving upwards. Didn't have that bad of a season. Coach of the year, Nick Sirianni. Sirianni? I think it's Sirianni. I thought maybe we'd be up there because we are making some upward strides. McCaffrey, offensive player. Ridder down to 8, even though he was 7. I mean, I guess you add in other positions, but that's just unusual. Defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. I'm, of course, fine with that. Offensive rookie, we have Trey Swift. That's the receiver we drafted. Defensive rookie, Starks, the defensive tackle that the computer drafted. Okay, so we had hidden development left guard, and he has star development up to a 79 with the morale boost. Ricard's a 75. We are going to have to find a place for him to start. Ritter's up to a 79. London 85. Pitt's already up to a 99 overall, which is wild. And I'd say we're not that bad. I mean, Stark's being up to a 77, so we only went up 2. Ooh, the Packers beat the Chiefs 27-24. What just an unexpected rise. Devondre Campbell, Super Bowl MVP. So Casey Hayward's going to be a free agent. Cordell Patterson's going to be a free agent. Lindstrom, definitely going to bring him back, of course. Sheffield, no. McGarry, no. Kaminsky, no. Marcus Mariota? I don't think so. So really just Chris Lindstrom. And we still have a ton of money, of course. We didn't bring anybody in. That's the one thing I don't like about starting 1 year in the future with the updated rosters. The year one's just like a crapshoot. Nothing really matters. And now we have so much money. Most teams probably have a lot of money that you could just... I assume Lamar Jackson's going to be here because this game's awful. There he is. You knew it. You knew it. Terry McLaurin, though, that would make a ton of sense. That's kind of like the Eagles trading for A.J. Brown. Of course, we don't have to trade a first-round pick for him. No offers, which is insane. Risner. Ooh, Murphy Bunting. Now, I know we end up getting him in a lot of drafts, but I do think this fits the team. It's a scheme fit. We're losing Casey Hayward, and I just like that move a lot. Greedy Williams sitting there as well. Those are like 2 great pickups. I almost want to go, you know what? Let's pull back on Murphy Bunting, and let's bring in Greedy Williams. A little bit taller. He is 1 overall less, but that's perfectly fine. Let's increase the money a little bit more. 109 should do the trick. We got Greedy Williams. We got McLaurin. I believe we need a tackle. Now, of course, every time it says top 5 tackle, and then I see this guy, and I decide he's not strong, though. No. His skills look spectacular. Do I overlook the bench press? You know what? Joe Bogle with that hidden development, 86 strength, which I don't love, but everything else about him looks spectacular. Not a fast guy at all. You know what? I'm going PJ Burris. Welcome to the squad. Normal development. He has 90 speed, A, catch in traffic. A, medium route. B, spin move. B, spectacular catch. Almost feel like I'm looking at a receiver. A, pursuit. That's enough for me. Damian Nichols, hidden development, baby. Maybe we get a little dangerous and we switch him down to end. Start over Davidson. Oh, look at that. Boggle 70, Burr 74, Nichols 72, Howard 70, and then the computer laid an egg. Wow, Ritter's up to superstar development. We're an 82 overall team. The offensive line's looking spectacular. We're 3 deep at receiver. We do have Burris not starting, but that's going to get changed right there. On defense, Nichols has no place to start, even if I switched him down to end, so we're not going to touch that. And really, our team's solid all around, in my opinion. Let's make... Where's our running back? Burris is our third down back. I don't love that. Let's make him our power running back at the same time, which might not be good. We didn't make the playoffs going 6-11, so we got worse from last year, even though we added a bunch of talent. Makes a ton of sense. Panthers 13-4, the Buccaneers 12-5, and the Saints 9-8. Now, I didn't think the Bucs were going to be up there. Ooh, Desmond Ridder, 4,900 yards, 34-14, 67% completion. Rushing, Burr is 721, but 8 touchdowns, which is huge. I hate being back to that stage in Madden where I'm like, if I just had a running back, we'd be good. McLaurin, 113 catches, 1,600 yards, 9 touchdowns. London, 980 with 5. Pitts, 900 with 3. 9 touchdowns for Auden Tate. Big. Anderson, 124. Evans, 117 for tackles. Sack totals, 8.5 for Jarrett. Is my rookie going to be up here? Probably not. Nichols had 13 tackles, 13 sacks would be pretty good. Interceptions, 3 for Evans, 2 for Anderson, Greedy Williams, and Isaiah Oliver. Christian McCaffrey, MVP. Then Kamara, Hurts, Anthony Drummond. Matt Corral is up there. That's who's leading the Panthers to 13-4. I guess they have Christian McCaffrey, which is the only difference, but don't we have good talent on our team that we should be going 13-4? Am I losing my mind? Robert Salah, Coach of the Year. We're not going to be up there. Don't know why I was going to look. I'm like insulted. Desmond Ritter's having incredible years, and we're just doing bad in the record, not getting any discussion for MVP, offensive player. Aiden Hutchinson's up there, number 7. No Falcons, offensive rookie, running back at 3. Whoop. Defensive rookie, nothing, but we did take another offensive lineman, who I would like if he had superstar. That'd be nice. The Chiefs taking down the Panthers 28-21. Patrick Mahomes, the Super Bowl MVP. Who's going to be here? AJ Terrell is definitely coming back. Grady Jarrett, no. Drake London, Hennessy, yes. Matthews will be gone. Desmond Ridder shouldn't be a free agent yet. He's up to superstar. Troy Anderson. Boy, oh boy. Do we bring back Davidson? I don't know. Let's worry about the big guy first. Desmond Ridder. Give him a 6-year deal. Let's make it. You can't go like 40 a year in this, really, because it's like, oh, that can't happen. So we'll make it a lot of money. We'll make it eat up our cap space, which is fine. He's been playing spectacular. Let's bring him back, which is good. Anderson will bring back. He wants a 4-year deal, but I'm going to increase his money. I do see you wanted him to have 5 years, but he wants 4. He wants to be done and get another mega deal when he's 27. I get it. I definitely get it. AJ Terrell is back. And then Hennessy. Usually I'd worry about the kicker, but he's 30, which, you know what? No, let's bring him back. Now we need 2 ends. So you know what? We'll treat this kind of like Fletcher Cox, where I'll give him 2 years. Where the Eagles cut him, and then they brought him back for a cheap deal, so we'll do the same thing. I almost want to double up. Is that bad? That probably is bad. But I like bad, Increase the money. Bring in Cameron Jordan for a single year. We got Cameron Jordan, and we got Grady Jarrett. So I'm trading my first-round pick this year, a 3 this year, and a second-round pick next year for the Browns' first this year and first next year. The 7th overall pick, there's a lot of good players still left on the board, bunch of tackles. I don't know if the Browns really need a tackle, but I imagine they're trading up for the outside linebacker. They sure are. There's nothing. We're going to take Steve Ziegler. Normal development isn't great, but I think he'll be solid for the pick we got. Just give my guy Ziegler an 80 overall. That might be the best I've ever drafted. Granted, nobody's going to have the money at this point. Oh, another green. Jets don't have the money. Panthers, not going to do that. Raiders? Hey. Send me a third. He's all yours. Thank you. I like Ramondre Stevenson, but I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm a little biased there. All right, we just got a third round pick. You know what? Have both my third round picks. It's on the house. Thank you. 2 third round picks, domain for Travis Etienne. We're an 88 overall team. We have really no weak points unless you count Ricard at the right tackle we drafted him. We drafted Ricard, Colbert, Bogle. We drafted Burris. It's about it on offense. I'll be honest there. Nichols, not starting. Interesting. Now he is, which is good. Starks. I like this. I'm hoping Ziegler just has an incredible year. I have a lot of doubts, but I hope he has an incredible year. We're 11-6. The Panthers also made it to 12-5. Saints 9-8. The Bucks 7-10. Ritter, 34 yards short of 5,000. 35-11. 71% completion. I love it. ETN. That's why we brought him in. 1,000 yards, 21 touchdowns. He might be a free agent, which is why he was on the trade block. So that might work out for us where we can bring him back. Burris, 9 touchdowns. McLaurin, 127 for catches. 1,700 yards, 13 touchdowns. Fantastic. London, 1,000 with 5. Pitts, 900 with 8. Tate with 7. This is going great. Evans, 137 tackles. 111 for Anderson. Sack totals, 7 for Jordan. 5.5 for Starks. And interceptions, 4 for Terrell. 3 for Richie Grant. Ziegler, 1 interception. 73 tackles. And that's it. But I mean, that's not that bad. Christian McCaffrey, MVP. Ritter, number 5. Okay. I wonder what these guys did better than Ritter. I mean, I'm not too broken up about it. Arthur Smith at number 3. Offensive player. Ritter at 5. Defensive player. Nothing. Offensive rookie. How many players do the Seahawks have up here? Oh, no. The Vikings have 3. The Seahawks have 3. Okay. Defensive rookie, we have a Ziegler at number 4. So Ritter's up to a 90. That does have a 3 morale boost. ETN 91. McLaurin 99. Pitts 99. Let's just see. Ziegler probably got like 4. He got 2. Now we're playing against the San Francisco 49ers. I have to imagine it's with Trey Lance. So let's advance. And let's just pray we can make it to the divisional rounds. Oh, Madden gods. We did. Now we're beating the Rams, or we're playing the Rams. I guess I shouldn't say we're going to beat them, but we can make it to the NFC Conference Championship. And no, we can't. We lost 38-28. Big old bummer. Is it still going to be Matthew Stafford? I imagine. It's Malik Willis. Ritter, 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Akers, 112 with 2. Robinson with 1. Green with 1. Tate, 2 touchdowns, 150. A fantastic game. What a joke. The Vikings beat Tennessee 28-17. Donnell Hunter, Super Bowl MVP. Okay, Joe Andrews. Okay, that makes me feel good. Jalen Hurts? What is going on? Kellen Mond? Teddy Bridgewater back in Minnesota? Things are getting wild up here. We have $42 million. Ooh, boy. Okay, let's worry about the big guy first. Good old Kyle Pitts. $80 million offer. Take the deal. Get out of my face. Richie Grant's up there, of course. That's just a cheap deal for a safety, so I'm not too concerned about that. Isaiah Oliver. Let's worry about Travis Etienne first. I'm not the biggest fan of signing running backs to like a big contract, but for $22 million, I mean, you can't go wrong there. I would like if Madden would fix that, where if like a big time running back should be a free agent, they demand big money, they hold out, all that kind of stuff. I know that's never going to happen, but can a man wish? If we can go back again with Cameron Jordan, run it back, as some might say. I don't like that it says first or second round, so we're going to go Tyreek. Hidden development, love it. 84 strength. I mean, Youngblood and Beasley. Beasley's a 67 and Youngblood's a 71. Huh. You could have given me a million guesses and I wouldn't have gotten that. The computer drafted Rice and he has hidden development too. And there's no place for any of these people to start. We're a 90 overall team. The offense is exactly the same, but it's looking good in our final year. And then I'd say on defense, we're looking good. Ziegler's up to an 83 as a morale boost the other way this time around. We made the playoffs at 9-8 wildcard spot. We are playing the Panthers, who are 11-6. Very concerned about that, but it is what it is. Saints 8-9, Buccaneers 8-9. And the Panthers have what, like Matt Corral is their quarterback? Jets first round bye. What earth are we living on? Desmond Ridder finally over the 5,000 yard threshold. 38 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. I love it. He's not going to win MVP. No chance, but I hope he does. ETN 1,014. Burris with 8. Terry McLaurin 1,700 yards, 5 touchdowns. Pitts 108 catches, 1,100 yards, 14 touchdowns. London 818 with 6. Tate with 8. Tate's very surprising for this rebuild. Anderson 146 tackles is huge. 123 for Evans. Sack totals 10.5 for Jordan. Awesome. Nichols with 2.5. He was kind of a letdown, not going to lie. 4 interceptions for Terrell. 2 for Evans, Greedy William, and Grant. And that's it. 13 in offensive yards, not bad. 1 yard off. It's very bad. You don't normally see that. 20th in defensive yards. Mahomes MVP, but we are up to 4. I do like to see that. I feel like the Panthers are only doing well just because they have McCaffrey. I've always felt that way about Madden, though. We are not up there. Meyer is, though. Offensive player, Ridder at 3 is good. Defensive player, nothing. Offensive rookie, I can't imagine. Defensive rookie, I can't imagine. Now, we have 2 hidden development offensive linemen. We don't know what they are, but they are going up in overall. And other than that, we're good. But maybe we'll get lucky just one time in Madden. I'm very known to get lucky in Madden. Of course not. 42 to 31. Why am I going to stats? Let me guess. McCaffrey went off. Corral had 2 interceptions, so our defense did its job. Ridder 354, 2-1. Yeah. The one thing that changed the game, Christian McCaffrey, 201, 2 touchdowns. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Pitts 91, McLaurin 88, touchdown for Tate, touchdown for Cummings, Burris, and Tommy Tremble. The only good thing to come out of this is we lost to the eventual Super Bowl champions who beat the Jets 31-24. Matt Corral, the Super Bowl MVP. So Rice and Beasley star development. I mean, we drafted a lot of good offensive linemen. We drafted Bogle, Colbert, Youngblood. We drafted Ricard, Rice, Beasley. I feel like someone was missing there, but no. Burris, who's up to an 84. That's fantastic. On defense, we drafted Nichols. We drafted Ziegler, who's an 83. Starks, 87. I'd say we did a pretty good job all around. I mean, wasn't ever going to happen. I do get that, but it is what it is.